And welcome back to CTV News. Now here's Gordon with a roundup of the weekend sport.
It wasn't a Friday night to remember for red and black fans as the lacklustre Crusaders side went down to rivals the Chiefs at AMI Stadium. The Cantabs couldn't have asked for a more opportunistic start to the match, with Sam Cane sent to the bin in the 6th minute. The side were unable to create a lead though, as the usually ruthless Crusaders elected for shots at goal rather than their normal all-out attack tactics with the man advantage. With the Crusaders trailing 13 points to 6 just before half-time, the Chiefs pounced on a loose ball to score on the half-time hooter in almost a repeat of what happened a week earlier against the Highlanders. The second half was much of the same, with the side failing to find any rhythm with ball in hand, while Dan Carter continued his poor night with the boot. The Chiefs were ruthless with their possession, showing the flair they have become renowned for in recent years, as they finished off the home side in the 72nd minute with a beautifully worked move from a failed Crusaders clearance. The final score there was the Chiefs 26, the Crusaders 9. The Canterbury Rams continued their bright start to this year's National Basketball League with the most dramatic of wins at Cal Stadium on Saturday night. Taking on the Manawatu Jets, the Rams controlled the game early, with American import Mikal Gladness dominating in the paint, producing his best performance to date, which included 14 rebounds, 6 blocks, along with 12 points. Leading 48-43 at half-time, the Rams struggled offensively in the third quarter, going more than 5 minutes without a bucket as the Jets took the lead into the game's final quarter. With both teams struggling to find points in the final quarter, the Rams found themselves down by 1 in the final minute. American import Kyle Costin was fouled going to the rim, giving himself the chance to put the Rams in front. After missing his first free throw attempt, Costin levelled the score at 76 all with less than 20 seconds remaining. Manawatu then inbounded the ball looking to kill time to leave themselves with the last shot in the match. Enter Rams forward Marcus Whippy, who for the second time of the night stole the ball from Jets point guard as the Rams broke on the break, with Whippy breaking Manawatu hearts as he laid the ball in on the final buzzer, sending Cal Stadium into pandemonium. And finally tonight, the ANZ Netball Championship had their Trans-Tasman rivalry weekend, which sees the 5 New Zealand franchises do battle with one of the 5 Australian franchises. The Australian sides took all 4 games over the weekend, with the Kiwis' last chance of a win laying in the hands of the mainland Tactics tonight. After their horror display against the Steel a fortnight ago, the Tactics restored some pride a week ago against the Fever in Blenheim. The side are now looking to put together a polished offensive performance against the Adelaide Thunderbirds.
The criticism was that there was no structure by the attackers. Man, we're going to have so much structure, it's going to be a joke.
Last week's game saw the Tactics create enough turnovers to win the game. However, the issue for the side has been converting those turnovers into goals at the shooting end.
Our turnover conversion has been, around about the 50-60%. Now, last week it was way down, and we're not happy about that. And you'll hear it when we play counting. And so what we do is the team collectively, as they take an intercept, we know it's either the first or second ball that will go astray. And that's like a given for most teams. So by counting, then the girls really keep the focus right through to the end.
Goal attack Bailey Mears is one tactic who put in one of her better performances last week, and after developing her game in Auckland, the new tactic is embracing her fresh start in Christchurch.
I love it. It's yeah, definitely a different environment. Obviously lots of changes in the team, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. It's making me like you get pretty steady when you're somewhere for 5 years and obviously not getting that much court time. So yeah, it's definitely a nice change.
Mears is also enjoying life working under coach Sue Hawkins.
She's amazing. Obviously I've got Vicky Wilson as well in the Ferns, so definitely having that Aussie approach has definitely made me think differently about a few things, so it's just adding a lot more to my game.
Tonight's opposition, the Thunderbirds, possess a strong threat in the shooting circle, and coach Sue Hawkins knows her defensive pairing will need to be on their game.
I think you've got to, look at what's happening in that goal attack position from Bell. I think Demelza really needs to step up. Her game has been, I think, a little bit behind the 8 ball, and I think she has really addressed that, and she's starting to get back to the Demelza I knew, and she feels far more comfortable. So I think you'll see an injection of her energy a bit more. Jess on Borrego, I think that's probably highly likely. But we've got, good players, Louise Thayer and Zoe Walker, itching to get out there, and when they get out there, they do a good job.
Tonight's match gets underway at 7:40 from Horncastle Arena. You're up to date with the latest in local sport. I'm Gordon Findlater for CTV Sport.